Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Jalen Hurts and the Minnesota Vikings.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Jones looking to throw right away. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
In motion, Slayton. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
A strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones looking to change the play. They go play action here on first down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll audible to something else. A give, Singletary right side, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd and goal. Jones. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Operating from the gun. Jones. There's the stiff arm, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Williams, the man in motion left. But first down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 70 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting out a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Johnson is one of those players that I expect to get better and better during his time in the NFL. Long and rangy, a really good catch radius. In his pre-draft process, one of the best ones out of the tight ends.
Now Jones on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones now. Off play action. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. They run here with Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. You figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. In motion left comes Williams. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. A 1st carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They run for the 1st time with Ty Chandler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. An inside give to Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a handoff to Chandler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tip Ryman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good footwork at the 30, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the counter, this is Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 68 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Second and 10. Williams being motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Gano out to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it with Chandler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, back to Gaskin. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Gaskin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he's stopped at the 1-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Jones off the play fake. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now Jones wants to change it up. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44, Jones. Again, it's Johnson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Touchdown, Giants! Devin Singletary, 33 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this?
And oh, it's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now McCarthy. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal. So now it's second down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Another completion here to Hunt. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. They run here with Singletary. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Singletary again. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Devin Singletary. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jones throwing for it. two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. A give to the fullback on the dive. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th. play. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Gaskin will try it up the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the give is Nwangu. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 13, a little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Jones connecting with Johnson. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.